Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, a great sight to see. Alex Smith back at the helm, leading the Washington Redskins as they square off against the number 6 overall pick, Daniel Jones, and the New York Football Giants. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team.
Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to Chuck's Game Room. Sorry for the late intro there. How's everybody doing? Hope all is well. So it's time for week 4, I think. My last video, I didn't really feel like, it was early in the morning kinda, and I didn't feel like talking, so I didn't put the headset on. So just to kind of explain what's going on, if you hadn't figured it out, I'm working on building the Giants here. Now, not a Giants fan, but fuck it.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start.
Anyway, my goal is always going to be to try and make the playoffs at least. So let's get it rolling here. Let's see if I can do this. I am playing this on All Pro. I feel like that's the most even way to play Madden. Excuse me.
The NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Alex Smith ready to lead the Redskins here. And many wondered if Smith would ever play again following that difficult-to-watch leg injury suffered against the Texans last season. But at age 35, Smith is back and ready to give it another go.
Down, 18 Gator.
On 1st and 10, Smith.
Oh,
He rifles one that's intercepted.
there we go. That is a fantastic start right there. That is the way to start a game. Way to go, defense. All right. Beautiful.
Second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play, and it's tough for these guys.
So yeah, I did a stream. Week 1 and week 2 are on a stream, and it's on. I kept the video, so if anybody is tuning in, wanting to see week 1 and week 2, you can go watch that. It's not really much to see there. Lost both games. Week 3's up. I decided I'm just gonna do like full-fledged games when I make the playoffs and stuff like that. So I figured that was just the way to go.
The Giants have a 7-0 lead.
I decided to go with Daniel Jones. He's a bit younger. He's a little bit more mobile than Eli Manning.
For the touchdown.
You know, all respect. And then other than that, there really hadn't been any more changes.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6.
So I'll probably be posting, you know, 2 to 3 games a week up here, and then, you know, my usual days of streams, usually Monday and Tuesday. If you want to come check out a stream, that usually just depends on what I play. I don't really have a set schedule or anything. Just tune in, you know, come hang out.
Now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. And he's got his target, it's Vernon Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. On 1st down, it's Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Fantastic.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
There we go. Finally.
15, just shy of the 20. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever.
All right, I'm going to try and get Daniel Jones his first TD today.
Go over 2,000 total yards. Flush to his right. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's taken down
his
right
first
at the
touchdown pass this game. Come on, let's do it.
Executed 22-yard gain.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Oh, no. No, get him. Shit, Saquon.
At the 30-yard line.
Damn, man. Come on.
So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now.
So I really hadn't played Madden 20, played much Madden this past year. So I am a little bit rusty when it comes to Madden. Haven't really been playing it. Haven't really had the time. You know, football season just ended, so I kind of got that itch. You know.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Smith.
Come on, somebody get him. There we go. That'll do it.
Trying to get away, but could not. Kareem Martin in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Kareem Martin. All right. That'll do it. That'll do the trick. I like it. Hell yes.
4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley.
Nah, I ain't going to be scared to run the ball now.
Before he's brought down at the 22.
No way.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 22, Jones That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
There we go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
And if anybody's wondering why I chose Chuck Green for a coach name, I don't know. Chuck's been my nickname as long as I can remember, and I like the color green, so I went with it. A little off topic there.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
That was a big, major fuck up. I was trying to force it in.
That's where the return stops.
That's my fault.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now Smith. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. You 52's the mic right here over there.
On first down, Smith. And this one complete to Reed. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
53 is the mic. Check pass.
From the 44, Jones eluding the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline.
What?
And that will be incomplete.
Oh, come
on. Way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36.
I think I have to go for it here. Let's see.
From the gun, Jones finding Sterling.
Come on, get it, get it,
Shepard
get it.
for his
There we
first
go.
catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I call a timeout there.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing Jones.
What in the world?
And he fires one.
Why didn't he go?
Picked off by
I fucked up.
The 20. And he will score. Touchdown.
I
Washington.
fucked up.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What
So
were they thinking?
basically, you know,
but I do know this: when they went out on offense,
I've been playing Madden several years, and from what I've noticed on All Pro
Trying to protect that lead, and now they
All Madden is, you know, like All Madden to me has always been just real unfair. You know, and All Pro has always been kind of that perfect. You know, it's just more fair computer-wise. But if you do something like that on All Pro, it's because you fucked up. And I did just that. I fucked up.
And it's through, and that makes the lead.
And now I've put myself in a position.
So the defense creating some points, not
You know,
only getting the interception,
I'm
but then
sucking at
returning
life
it to the
right
end
now.
zone for the pick 6.
That's all right. It's okay.
So they throw the
It's gonna
pick
be
6.
okay.
They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. We get a glance at the Redskins defense as they go back out there now. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Throwing after the interception. Jones escaping the pressure right. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. Now Jones. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Now a timeout taken.
That play,
perhaps
I
a
just
chance
played
for
right
one
there
more
was the
quick
same
play and another
Same play I threw a while ago.
Hurry. We'll see.
And he did a curl instead of that route, that Z route there. And I don't understand
After
it.
the sack, it's
I don't understand it at all.
And the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Ready up. 51 to Mike. 3 bud. Get it.
Jones. A final shot before break.
I'll take it. Fuck it.
Go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Devontae Adams, a career afternoon, 4 touchdown catches. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Corey Davis, up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they lead the visiting LA Chargers at halftime. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 3 first-half touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, it's been the veteran Alex Smith with a strong first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game, as we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
All right.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
Take that ball, Saquon.
Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Biggest game of Barkley's rookie year on the ground came against these Redskins. Week 14 a season ago, 14 carries, 170 yards. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And an alley to run.
Ooh, man, they are hitting him hard.
It's a gain
hard.
of 11 and a giant first down.
Saquon Barkley is in the zone. That is fantastic.
When I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Jones operating from the gun. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So here are the Redskins now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To Thompson on the draw. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
Ready? 18 Gator. I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Check it backer, check it backer.
Smith on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
60 outlaw.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the double. 52. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Complete. Richardson has it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Flushed out right. And this is Latimer, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Shit. Of course.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this
There we go.
away.
There we
We're
go.
certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them yeet up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the end zone. Peterson tackled for the safety.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll take that.
So
Shit.
that's going to push him back half the distance. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken at the 18. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
Shit.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
This is Barkley, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On the run, it's Barkley. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's back to throw. That one caught by Ellison. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And it's a good
that was a
return
risky
here
throw.
as he'll get all the way
I
up
should
close
never
to
thrown that.
35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
All right, I need a big play here. Big play, and they're going to chew up the clock.
We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh my God. Get him.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
No, and they're going to knee it. That's it. That's game.
Timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Ready.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Redskins, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, I hate to fucking lose. It's bullshit. I hate it, and I'm a sore loser. But to me, the defense played better. My quarterback played a little bit better this game. I mean, it was just a rough game. But I feel like there's been some progress made for this team that I'm building here. It's going to take a little time. I'm not a Madden pro. I've never claimed to be, and I never will claim to be. So it's just going to be a work in progress. It doesn't help that I'm a little bit out of practice, but that's all right. I'll get back into it. You know, like I said before, you know, it's on All Pro. If something happens, because most of the time it's because you fucked up. So, but anyway, peace out, guys. Everybody have a good day or night, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.